everyone, and welcome to the first video on the History4Heathens YouTube channel. Today we are going to be talking about one of the most important events in human history. The Industrial Revolution was a period of time between 1760 and up to the 1850s when the transition from handmade products to machine-made products took place. This was a time in which many new inventions were created, many and most of which we still use today. Here I have made a small timeline highlighting some important events that happened and inventions that were made during this time period. One of the most important inventions, and in my opinion the most important of them all, is the James Watt steam engine. The Watt steam engine was one of many attempts at making a working steam engine in his time period. Many people succeeded in making a working engine, but they all had very small amounts of power they could exert, and they were not very trustworthy, with many failures. The Watt steam engine used some new innovations, including some things that no other inventor had tried on their engines. One of the things Watt tried on his engine was something called a steam jacket. A steam jacket is a steam-filled casing fitted around a cylinder used to heat the steam and protect from steam condensation. This saved the steam from leaking out and increased the efficiency of the engine so that it only used 20 to 25% the amount of coal per horsepower than rival engines. This allowed people who used the engines to have a cheaper way of moving their stuff the same distance. For instance, if the coal for a train going 50 miles was $200 before, with the new engine, it would only be around $50. And this isn't the end of it either. The new engine just kept getting improved and improved and improved until it went from 5 horsepower at its first model to 10 horsepower at one of the latest. In 1800, the entirety of Britain, with all of its engines combined, was making around 10,000 horsepower of energy. 15 years later, in 1815, they were making more than 210,000 horsepower of energy. The amount of growth the engines went through is remarkable in such a short amount of time. These steam engines would go on in the future to power trains and cars. It was kind of like a steampunky world, where most things in everyday life were powered by this one type of engine. This engine wasn't the only important invention in the Industrial Revolution, though. There are many more inventions. One of the most important of the inventions was the cotton gin, which was created by Eli Whitney in 1793. The cotton gin was a machine that separated the cotton seeds from the actual cotton much faster than a human could do it. This increased the amount of cotton that was processed in a day or a week, and they sold and made more shirts. Edmund Cartwright invented the power loom in 1784, which was when, instead of being loomed together by hand, the fabrics, or whatever was being made, was put together with minimal input from the worker. One of these inventions was not really an invention, but more of a way of doing things. This was the assembly line. The assembly line was created by Ransom E. Olds in the second part of the Industrial Revolution, which was the one centered in America, but Henry Ford improved upon it by adding the moving conveyor belt. In the past, in factories, each person would work on his or her individual project until it was done. Then they would start a new one. With the assembly line, each person would create one part of the final product over and over. Then it would be sent on to the next person, who would add on his part to it until it got to the last man, who would finish the product and throw it into a large box, and would move on to the next one that came into him. This allowed them to work faster and make more products in a shorter amount of time. Well, I think that's all for today. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share with your friends. I'll see you all later. Bye.
Bye.